all about apples. I have my sous chef with me because my thumb is really still quite sore, so I can't do some things. So Gracie's going to be my thumb today. So we went apple picking about, was it 2 weekends ago? And we got 125 pounds of apples, I think is what it was. One whole bag, one whole bushel worth are eating apples. And then the other 3 bushels were things I'm preserving. So I've already made apple pie filling and canned that. And that is just a normal apple pie recipe. Put it in jars and canned it. I did a ton of apple butter and I did a lot of applesauce. And I've already, whoops, what did I do with that? Right here. Made some apple chips with my dehydrator. These are delicious. These are just plain. So today, with the last few apples we have maybe 15 pounds, I'm gonna say, of apples left. We are going, and they're a mix of, what were they? The first ones when we got there? Cortlands? They're a mix of Cortlands and, what was the other ones? Maybe Macintoshes? Maybe, I can't remember anymore. We picked Gala for eating, and Honey Crisp for eating. And we got Cortland's, Macintosh, and there was a third variety we got for preserving, and I'll be darned if I can remember what it was. Anyway, so yeah, I did those. Those are plain. So today we're going to do, with some of these, we are going to do, I just hit my thumb and it hurts. We are going to do some cinnamon apple chips, and then with the rest of the apples, we're just going to peel them, core them, slice them, and freeze them. I wanted to do all my apples like ready for desserts this year and can them, but I'm running out of jars and I still have all my tomatoes to process. And I'm running out of space on my shelves. Truth be told, I'm kind of running out of room in the freezer too, but we're going to be rendering pig lard later this week for baking and things. I'm really excited to do that. So that will get quite a bit out of there. So, okay. So Grace is going to use the mandolin and slice these up for me. And we've already started doing one. I am going to do the cinnamon. So go ahead, Grace. So we're new to the mandolin. I just got it. So we're still trying to figure out all the bugs on it. Okay. And I've got my trays here. So I've sprinkled them with cinnamon. So that. And they smell good already. And these are washed, but they're not peeled. You don't have to core them with the mandolin. Takes care of it for you. So, here, yep, you got it, Gracie girl. Man, it is. Boy, you realize how many things you need your thumb for. I'll tell you, this is definitely a great way. We like getting those apple chips, but the price of them, a little tea bag, it's not a big bag. Like, one person could have it as a snack. They were $5 at our Walmart the other day. And like I said, it took me only 4 apples to make that big container. So this is definitely a great way to save some money. So 6 apples filled 6 trays. We had little teeny pieces we were just going to give to the chickens. So this is my dehydrator, the Nesco Food and Jerky Dehydrator. I'm loving this. I will link it down in the description box below. Hit my thumb again. And it's been working great for me. I really like it. So this tells you right on the lid what you need to put the temperature on. So this is fruit, so we're going to go for 135 degrees. And I'm going to put it on 24 hours, but it took 48 for the last batch, so I'm expecting it to take that long for these, but I can only do 24. And that's it. Walk away, and it's in my pantry, so we don't have to listen to it. And I just want to note, the dehydrator is not that loud. It really isn't. It's actually lower than a tabletop fan. I'm just very noise sensitive, so any noise bugs me. But literally, can you even hear it? And I mean, the pantry is right there. So it's not noisy. Okay. So we are going to freeze some apples, but that's kind of boring to watch us do. So Gracie and I decided we're going to make what Gracie has called apple cribbler. It's a thing I came up with. It's not an apple crisp. It's not an apple cobbler. It's kind of combination. So in this bowl, it's the same bowl we use to put all the cinnamon on the apple slices. A half a cup of cane sugar. What did I say, Gracie? About 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. A teaspoon of ginger and 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. And that's in this bowl. Gracie's going to peel up some apples, and then we're going to slice them, core them and slice them, put them in here, toss them in all that, and then we will make the topping. Okay, so you don't need to see us peeling apples, so we'll come back when the apples are done. Okay, so this was 8 apples, and it fits in my round casserole dish perfectly. Stirred it all up, poured it in. Okay, so in the same bowl, because I don't want to dirty up any dishes, because our dishwasher still hasn't been fixed, and I got a ton of dishes to do. So the topping is equal parts of oats, brown sugar, and flour. I am going to do a cup of each, and then we put a 1/4 cup of softened, unsalted butter in here. Okay, Grace, we need the cup measurement. What do we do with it? Right there. Okay, so Grace is going to do that for me. So cup of flour, cup of oats, cup of brown sugar, and of course some cinnamon. Then we spread that all on top. 375-degree oven. I'm going to try for 30 minutes. I'm still learning my new oven. So my old oven would have been 375 for like an hour. But this new oven cooks a lot quicker. So we're going to go for 375 for 30 minutes and see. We like the apples. We don't like them like applesauce, but we like them really soft. We don't want them, we prefer not them to be too crunchy. Right, Grace? So I'm going to put about a tablespoon of cinnamon. Have I mentioned how much we love cinnamon? We love cinnamon. So if you have to use a half cup here.
A little too wide.
And I'm going to start getting, yep, that's softened just right. Sometimes I melt the butter, other times I just soften it. Okay, go ahead and put the oats in. I'm trying not to use my thumb. I'll be using my hands for this. Smells good. Wish we had smell-o-vision. And the brown sugar on top. You can use regular sugar on top, but the brown sugar just gives it, oh, so much more flavor. And honestly, one of my favorite ways to eat this is with a dollop of plain Greek yogurt. It's so good. Okay, Grace, I think. So this, can you hold that bowl up towards the camera for me? So that's kind of the consistency we want. See, it's not quite biscuity like you would have for a cobbler, but it's a lot thicker than a crisp too. Okay, so we're just going to spread this on top as evenly as we can. Most of it's on my hands now. My hands were clean, just so you know, I just washed them after we peeled all those apples. Well, you peeled them because you need your thumb to hold the peeler. It did not work. 375-degree oven for 30 minutes. So one last thing I want to show you that we're going to make with all these apples. Actually, these are the apple scraps. I have tons of apple cider vinegar, and I will link the video that I made showing you how to make that from apple scraps. Easy, but I have lots. So I really don't need to make any more, and I really don't even know if I have any jars available right now to make more. But I thought there's got to be something else we can do with all these scraps. So when I made the apple pie and the apple butters and all that last week or 2 weeks ago, it was before we got sick, I froze a big freezer bag of them, and then the ones we just had now. So literally peelings, core, little pieces I cut off the apples that still had the core, and you see these ones are frozen. These are a frozen hunk. Okay, I'm gonna try and make apple cider from the scraps. We love it. Oh, it's so yummy. So I'm going to try and make my own. Even though one I buy has very clean ingredients. There's no added sugar. There is an organic version and non. The price of it, like everything else, has gone up quite a bit. And homemade is always better, right? So we are going to put this on low. I'm not going to add any water yet. I am going to see how much water comes out of this, especially with the frozen pieces. I'm going to see how much water will come out. If I need to add a little bit, I will. This is going to go for at least 10 hours. I want as much juice I can get extracted out of this. And so you won't see the finished product here. But this is what I'm doing today. And I will let you know in the next video how it turns out. So it ended up taking 40 minutes in my new oven, and it smells delicious. So that's just a couple of ways that I preserved apples this year. I can't wait to have some of this after lunch. Stay tuned for the update on the apple cinnamon chips and the apple cider we're making from scraps. Until then, take care, folks. God bless. Please take care of each other. Be kind to one another. Till then, we'll see you soon.